If you're looking to know what is inside your LiveGood member area, this is the video for you. So hey there, this is Dave Gardner, one of the leaders in LiveGood, and I welcome you. If you're on my team, I welcome you even more. Can't wait to see your success with LiveGood as you dive into the member area. So once you're logged in, obviously you have some details that you can see and you can continue to explore so that you can start to grow your own team, or you can actually make some orders and get yourself healthy as well. So one of the most important things to make sure is that you are always locked in with that membership. And so we're already at the home. You want to make sure that you stay up to date. I highly recommend you get in at the annual or the yearly membership, and you can actually save some money that way. And then at the same time, you don't have to worry about upgrading and paying every single month, especially if you're on a debit card or if you're on cryptocurrency. Then you got to log in every single month and make sure that you're doing that so you don't risk getting bumped out of the team growth matrix, which is one of the major pieces of the compensation plan, assuming that you're one of the affiliates. So if you click on My Membership, it will tell you how well and how long your membership is active to. So for example, mine is active in through February 2025 at the time I'm filming this. And so I always go and I do a year. You can either pay with your credit card, you can pay with debit card, you can pay with cryptocurrency, or if the conditions are right and you actually have saved money in your credit wallet, you can actually pay with commissions that you earned previously that are stored in the credit wallet and pay for your own membership or pay for your own product over time. So make sure you're up to date. You don't want to be knocked out of that. If you're looking to buy products, obviously we have the shop over here. Click on the shop and you can actually take and pick and choose a la carte what you want. You can learn about the different price comparisons. You can learn about ingredients, so on and so forth, in comparisons to other products that are similar. You can add them into your cart and you can figure out what the shipping would be. You can take some out, you could add more in, and you can play around with what the shipping is. And depending on what country you live in, you may see some products available on certain videos that might not be available in your country, and vice versa, depending again on where you live, because some countries have restrictions on things like CBD and other materials. So again, the shop is right there. Now, one of the best things about LiveGood is LiveGood does not require an auto ship. Most companies require auto ship to get a discount on products, but guess what? LiveGood's prices are even lower than that anyways, so you don't have to worry about getting an auto ship or being forced into auto ship and having products that you're not going to eat or consume or use, maybe creams, lotions, so on and so forth. Over time, there's going to be many different products, even household cleaning products, pet products, and so you don't want to necessarily feel that you're forced to be doing that month in and month out. However, if you are enjoying the products and you're ordering them every month anyway, and you don't want to miss out and you don't want to have a lapse, then there is an opportunity. You can click on auto ship and you can actually pick and choose the auto ships that you want. So for example, I can come in and I can click set up my auto ship right now. And if we were to click on that, what that'll do is open up and give me the options to choose the materials that I want to auto ship. And so notice I have all of these materials here. I can pick how many I want sent. So let's say you have a family and or a couple of you are using the same thing. So you might be able to go through a couple super greens each month. I can actually change that and pick that out. Now, let's say you are doing something in your community and you are selling things every month. Maybe you're working at an event or a crafts fair and you're selling products live and in person. You could have that amount shipped to you every month. So you're going to be able to choose and pick the ones that you want and be able to get a discount on those again and make sure that shipping is all set. So there is an option to do auto ship and you can always cancel it anytime you like. You could even go in if you realize there's a lower price on one. So for example, if we take a look, one of the ones I was looking at the other day was the creatine. So for example, $19.50, I believe if, depending on if you were to auto ship it, it might drop another $1. I forget if that's the actual one I saw, but in some cases, they are slightly lower on auto ship than they are even with the wholesale price. Your info, I'm not going to click on this one because it has all my details in it. But basically, this is where you have, your email, your name, your phone number, your address, all of the details that you're going to fill in to make sure that you are locked in correctly, that stuff will be shipped to you correctly, and you'll be credited with the sales appropriately. If you need to go in and change your details, if you move, then obviously that's where you would go and do that. The order history, you can click on order history and you can see all the other orders you've made. So for example, I've made quite a few orders over my time in LiveGood. And again, I'm constantly renewing them, constantly buying stuff. Sometimes I buy larger orders so they last me a few months. So for example, this one was in July. I'm just about ready to order some new stuff now because I've started to run out of things that I bought 5 or 6 months worth supply for. Your team, when you click on your team, this is where you're going to see your team growth matrix. And you can see a couple different views here. So for example, you're always going to be at the very top. And then depending on your growth, you're going to see that growth underneath. And you can see a couple levels. You can click on any one of those. Any person you click on, it will open them up at the top. And it will continue to go down and down and down. But what cool, powerful thing is to click on the enroller tree. So if you hover over any one of the people, you can see, so for example, if I hover over Marcy, you can see over on the bottom side who the enroller is and whether they are an affiliate or whether they are just a retail customer. If I go down here, notice this one was actually sponsored by Marcy. So you can actually see who sponsored who as you take a look and become familiar with your matrix. Now, if you want to see total team growth, click on the view enroller tree. When you are at that part for the view enroller tree, notice it's the beginning of the month, relatively. It's the first week in November. Things have been really, really busy. I've been focusing on just some content creation, not necessarily promoting. So I have not personally promoted anyone so far, but you can see the total people you've promoted. You can see the total people that are active. And then what you can do is over here, what I like to do is I click on this and I drop all the way down to all. And this will bring every single one in your whole team and will tell you how much your team is growing. So if we click all and then go to change view, we'll see that there was 5 last time. So yeah, it's still 5. 5 other people have been sponsored by other people in addition to me. So that's a cool little feature that you can see where other people have purchased and other people have started to sponsor people. And then you can actually go down and I can scroll the whole list and I can see all the different gold members so far. I don't have a diamond yet with me, but hopefully soon I will. And hopefully I will be reaching diamond as well myself. Currently at gold at the time of this video. And so we see lots of bronzes, we see some silvers, there was a couple of golds there. And so you can get a look at how your team is growing and you can see who sponsored who. If you want to look at the matrix list view, the matrix list view kind of puts them in order numerically and will also show you how many people you have in your matrix. And so as a gold member, I have down to 14 levels. Bronze bronze, I believe, is 13. If you were unranked, you can see up to 12 levels. And so these are the numbers, that are going to help pay you on that monthly bonus. You're going to earn 25 cents for every single person that's on your team month after month after month, starting on the second month. Okay, the first month, that commission went towards the referral at a 50% break. Every month after that is 25 cents, and that can get paid multiple times on multiple levels. So make sure you check out some of the other videos I have on how you can earn matching and check matching bonuses and how you actually earn in the compensation plan. I'm not going to go into detail there, but that's a really cool feature where you can actually see and experiment and see who is, sponsoring who. You can also see where their auto ship date is. You can see if they are ready. So for example, James is going to be, for example, billed on the 13th of the month. But someone else, if we scroll down, they got the annual down here. Greg got the annual, so he's going to be rebilled in 2025. And so you can actually keep tabs on people if you want to send them a reminder that they are going to have a bill come up, or just to, gently remind them and urge them, hey, you've been on the monthly, you might want to look into getting in the annual. You're going to save some money and you're not going to have to worry about getting billed every single month or having to log in every month to redo the bill. The next one is the referrals. That's a really cool feature as well. You can see who you've referred. I'm not going to scroll down just because there's a lot of emails and there's a lot of privacy, so the video will be blocked. But one of the cool features here is to click this link and you can pick and choose between the level that you want to see. If you want to focus only on people who are active and are members and affiliates, you can click on member. So notice right now I have 152 results. That includes everyone. But if I click just members, if you remember, we saw 35 a minute ago that are currently active. And so when I refresh the page, notice it goes to 35. It'll give me details of all the 35 people that are there. It'll give me things like their name, their email, their phone number, and how they actually came in if you're actually tracking that. If I want to look at pre-enrolled members, these are people I would send to the Secure My Position website. And so if you looked at some of the other videos talking about how to actually register people, you can pay attention and you can send them a different email based on how they actually came in. So notice 62 people are pre-enrolled right now. So they're getting emails from LiveGood, they're getting emails from me. You know, maybe they're doing their own research, but you want to follow up with those people so you can actually go through and communicate with them to get them to come and take a second look at LiveGood and tell them your success stories, assuming you have them, or use the success stories of myself or your upline and let them know that there are people having success worldwide with LiveGood and they should take that next step to join. Okay. If you want to look at your enroller, again, I'm going to protect that one for privacy because again, there's emails in there, Privacy Act, YouTube, and other places may pull my video down. So if you just want to find your enroller, let's say you randomly signed up and you weren't really sure, your enroller details are there. The leaderboard, oops, I just kind of showed some of those, apologize for that. But if you want to come and look at the leaderboard, they have the top 500. And so I am personally sponsored. So when you work with me, not only do you get access to me, but my sponsor is Jeff. He's number 2 all time. I believe his sponsor is Edward, and Edward is on the top 2. Edward right here is from the UK. He's British, but he lives in Japan. He's top 29, top 30 of all time. Tim Miller is basically the crown diamond of crown diamonds. He basically is on top of almost everyone. And so I am down here, like I said, I am constantly taking action. I was about 360 something last time. We'll see if we can find me at the time of this video. Hopefully by the time you watch this video, I will have moved up, but right now I'm ranked 364. Again, I've sponsored 85 people. Like I said, some people have stopped paying their monthly, but even though they stop paying their monthly, they are actually lifetime affiliates. With LiveGood, a cool thing is you only pay a one-time registration fee, so you're always going to be an affiliate. The major discrepancy, though, is if you don't pay your membership, you get pulled out of the matrix, so you won't be able to earn on team growth. And that would be real sad if your team really starts to grow. And as we are really just getting started, the first couple of years of the company, massive worldwide growth, it benefits you to stay in and to stay active. So if we get back over there to the left, we saw the leaderboard. In a previous video or in another video, I went through all the different websites that we have available depending on how you want to sponsor people. If they're coming in at retail customers, or if they want to come in as an affiliate and a business builder, or maybe if they're just curious about their health, or if they are looking for prescription medicines to lose weight, all of the links you have are here. You're just going to copy your link and you're going to share that with the person. The webinars, at least 4 times a week, there is a live webinar and training. Monday, Ryan and Lisa do a product webinar. Every Wednesday, Nodder, the director of marketing and basically team growth, comes in and does a live training for building your team and sharing the program. Thursday is the cutoff Zoom with Ben and the rest of the leaders. And then Friday is the training, the Firestarter Friday training, where they basically talk about all the rank advances that have happened that week. They talk about product updates and new products that are coming in the pipeline. They talk, basically just training in general, and they go into a lot of ins and outs of the company. So Firestarter Fridays are always recommended to watch as well. So access to that, and you can share those Zooms with others, invite them, and then share them your link as well so they can actually register. Statistics, if you want to register people and if you want to know where those people are coming from, you can actually do some affiliate tracking. And so when you click on the statistics, that will tell you how many clicks you're getting every day, how many website hits, how many people have pre-enrolled, and how many people have upgraded from those links. And if you scroll down, you'll see how many pages you have. But the cool thing is if you click on the statistics or the source statistics, you'll see all the tags. If you want to tag your link, so let's say you're doing traffic and you're sending, you're putting a post on Facebook and you're putting a post on your blog and you're putting a post on YouTube and you're putting a post in the emails you send, and then maybe you're doing some paid traffic somewhere. maybe you have a banner ad somewhere that's directing. You want to know where that traffic is coming from so that you can maximize your ROI or your return on investment. So there's a little code here at the very end of your main tour link. Okay, as far as I know, the only one works on the LiveGood tour link. I'm still waiting for support at the time of this filming to tell me if it will work on some of the other website links and addresses that I shared earlier to see if we can code and track. If not, hopefully that's something they put in down the road. So you would put in, let's say at the end of your link, question mark source equals your whatever your code is. And so if you do it on Facebook, you could do, FB and then the date. Or, if there was a big theme or if there was a special picture you used or a special product you used that you were showing and promoting on Facebook, you could do something like, FB Super Greens 11-7-24. That way it was the location, it was the date, and it was the actual product. If you're doing, different advertising, maybe you could put ad, and then the date, and then whoever was the provider or the service that did that ad. Maybe it was a Facebook ad, maybe it was a YouTube ad, something like that. So hopefully that makes sense in how you can actually track and learn where people are coming in, and then you can start to focus your efforts on that even more and not the ones that aren't getting any people to enroll. All right, the next thing is the earnings. When you click on your earnings, this is also where you're going to be able to set up your credit wallet. You're going to set up your payment option. So I do have other videos. Make sure you look through. There's other ways to get paid. You can get paid through direct deposit if you live in the United States. You can get paid through a e-wallet or iPayout. You can get paid through cryptocurrency. Okay, and so with iPayout, even iPayout has other options as well. Or if you want to keep it all in your account and use it to pay for your own membership or to pay for your own products, or even to pay for somebody else's membership and products, you can store it in the credit wallet. And so I have other videos as well of that. So make sure you check out those other videos. And I go into how to set that up. So you can transfer to the credit wallet. You can look at the pay plan. You can look at your own rank here and see how you are going. You can also click. Not only does this tell you how much you made. So for example, if I click on the monthly, I click on any one of these, it will actually open up a new window or basically refresh and open up the window, and it will give me a detailed bonus, and I can learn how those commissions are actually being paid out on the matrix and the matching matrix. And like I said, if you're not part of the matrix, that's going to be sad. So again, I highly recommend maintaining your membership. Again, I recommend the annual over the monthly, but if you can only do monthly, that's fine. As long as you're in there and staying active, just don't lose out. I've definitely had people that did not pay and they physically had their position removed from the matrix and someone else compressed up into it that had been below them, but they were there the longest of the two right below them. The person of the two that are below them, whoever was there first compresses up, and then the other people start to compress up as well. So it's a benefit to stay in so you can maintain access to getting that matrix bonus. The matching bonus, if you sponsor people, you can then start to earn matches on the matrix. And this is huge as well. So make sure you check that video out as well on how to earn matching bonuses. Okay, so there's a lot of details you can play around with that. I'm just showing you where things are in here. The LiveGood Clinic, what that does is we'll open up again, for prescription medicines for health and wellness and weight loss, for semaglutide and tirzepatide. If you want to send people that link, they can fill out an application, and LiveGood actually belongs to basically a group, a health group, where they can actually offer that. And the key thing is, in order to get these prices, the member or the person has to be a LiveGood member. So you will have sponsored a member. All right, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to do back, not over, wrong side. Sorry about that. And then if there's a lot of questions, again, feel free, if you have any questions, you can ask me, but I would highly recommend going through the FAQs. FAQ, again, stands for frequently asked questions. So you can find questions about account management, about the compensation plan, about membership, about your orders, shipping, leads and websites, what you can do, what you can't do for leads, obviously all the products, and then the clinic. There's a lot of questions here. And as people keep asking them, they keep adding to this. If you want to contact them, notice at the very, very bottom it showed contact us. But really, it's just an email address. We have the real address. You could write them by snail mail, send them a letter, or if you want to physically email them, they usually get back within 24 to 48 hours, depending on the question. There's been some cases where maybe it's gone unanswered, but that also could be tied in with, maybe they're inundated with all the new stuff from the new funnels, and, maybe a new product came out. So keep in mind that, as the company grows, they may be getting thousands and thousands of support questions a day. So feel free to look at the FAQ sections first. If you still can't find it, ask your sponsor. And if they don't know, then maybe come back and send in a support ticket so we're not overwhelming support, so they can actually answer the ones that are necessary. And then finally, before I log out, you have details. You can see the next live. So there was actually a live today. There's going to be a Firestarter Friday tomorrow. You can watch the webinar replays. Okay. You can see people who are pre-enrolling. And then you can go and you can see access again as well to the pay plan. So for example, if we want to look at the pay plan, you can click on that, open that up in a new tab, maybe just to kind of take and browse that. I go more in depth of that in other videos, but again, there's 7 different ways to earn. So again, you can learn all the different in and outs of how to do that. Now, a key thing about learning all the in and outs, don't feel that you need to learn everything today. Obviously, it benefits you. The more that you understand, the easier it is going to be to explain it to others. But obviously, I like to go with the process sometimes of ready, fire, aim. Okay, I want to get in, I want to take action, I want to be in, and then I will learn the program later. I can ask questions, but I want to make sure I'm locked in, ready to go, and then I'm all in with the program. So if we come back in again, if you want to learn anything about the policies, things you can or cannot do, okay, privacy policy, policies, procedures, terms and conditions. If you buy a product, you have a 90 days full money back guarantee. An empty bottle, you can send it back. So learn about the refund policy. And if you want to look at any certificates of analysis, LiveGood sends their sends their products out to a third-party company. They do all the testing to make sure that everything is legitimate, that we claim is in the bottle is actually in the bottle. But also they do testing to make sure that there's nothing like spores of bacteria and molds and other debris and other things that could become harmful to you. And so LiveGood is making that well available, well known, just putting it out there and being very transparent for anyone to see, so you know exactly what's in it and that it's been tested. So hopefully you have appreciated this breakdown and this background of the members area. You can go get, again, certificates for all the products. They will continue to add these as we go on. If you have any questions, obviously leave them below. I look forward to seeing your success with LiveGood. Take care.